So they say that the human being is only using 4% of their capacities, their capabilities in terms of human mind intelligence, intellectual intelligence, emotional intelligence, and all the other types of intelligence that we use. So within the context of our exercises now of bringing life into places in our lives where life is normally not being used and being utilized and being brought out, we want to do now some meditation to expand that 4% to 20%, 30%, 80%. Just learn how to open up ourselves to use and utilize more of our talents, more of our capacities, more of who we are. So the first area we'll talk about expanding is the area of time, our sense of time. We should know that rather than living in a state of constriction, we can live in a state of expansion, and the way to do that is to be able to see people not only for who they are right now, but for who they were and who they ultimately will be. So when you look at a person, don't only look at who they are right now and what type of message is coming to you, what type of resonation you feel with that person right now, but actually look at a person as a product of who they were, not only in this lifetime but even in previous lifetimes. And that way you can have a lot more compassion, a lot more understanding, and understanding why they act the way they do, why they hesitate in the areas of life that they hesitate in. And the same is true for the future. Don't only see the person for who they've made, what they've made of themselves right now, but look at the person for ultimately who they're going to be. We're all headed towards goodness and perfection and actualizing ourselves in the maximum way. So when you look at a person, you see that person right now as a product of maybe hundreds of years of conditioning, and as a product and as a person who has a potential of being a perfect person, and you project that into a person, then you're going to be opening up their 4% to 10% and 20% and 30%. You know what? That's also the way Hashem looks at people also. Why is that? Because Hashem's name is Hu Haya, Hu Hoveh, Hu Yeh. He was, He is, and He will be. So in the same way that Hashem is all three tenses, past, present, and future at the same time, that's the way He engages and sees other people as well. So we can increase our expanse of time and of perception and of relationships and of connecting to Hashem by seeing all of these areas, by perceiving all these areas at the same time. So we'll do a very short meditation right now, where I'd like you to focus on one person that you know, to see them as they are right now, and then to understand them, that the way they are right now is actually the way that they are because of all of the past that they've experienced. And that the way that they are right now is only a part of who they ultimately will be. So focus on their present, and how their present is influenced by their past, and how their present will ultimately blossom into their future. So try that just for a few minutes right now. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la la. Similarly, in all areas of life, in all areas of perception, the way that you see, that you experience time, space, the way that you work through a problem or a situation you have to work through, the way that you see the vista, the way that you see the view when you're walking down the street or sitting on top of a mountain. Don't only look at what's in front of your eyes. Notice what's above you and below you. And notice what's before you and after you. And notice what's above you and below you. And when you expand yourself, you expand the limitations, so then you expand the human being that you are. You become closer to being a godly human being. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la.